All right, the stream should be set up now. It's been a while since I did streaming solo on StreamYard, so I'll have to set up. I will expand the actual window when the stream actually starts, so don't worry about that. Audio check for me real quick in the chat, just to make sure everything is running properly, and make sure if you're a mod, you sound off, let me know that you're in here. We should be getting started pretty soon. I think it starts at 10 a.m. from my time, so that's in like 15 minutes-ish. So hopefully, yeah. Hopefully it's a good stream and we see a lot of good stuff. I do want to get into what I want to see before we actually even start. If I keep looking over, it's because I have the chat over here. Okay, so to start an actual video, first thing that I want to see, and these to me are going to be definitely the most important things that I get out of this. With Rose joining us in some chat game. But first thing I want to see is some gameplay modes, because we haven't really seen any modes yet, and I definitely want to see some modes. Meaning, like, what kind of story mode does it look like? Because some of the Tenkaichis had great stories, not so much. We're still getting static standings, we're getting actual schematics, stuff like that. I do want to see what else they're covering besides what they've showed. Obviously, new characters, that's like a no-brainer, but for me specifically, there's certain things that I want to see. Like, are GT going to be in it? Like, how many of the movies are going to be represented outside of like Dragon Ball Super Broly and like Battle of Gods and whatnot? Like, are we going to get like classic Z stuff, or is that all going to be DLC? I think this trailer, being 15 minutes long, is actually going to give us like a good representation of what we can possibly see in the game. So hopefully we get a lot of modes. Like, I would like to see World Tournament mode revamped. I would also like to see a bunch of modes returning from the prior games. I really did like Tenkaichi 3, but I thought that it was a little bit stepped down production-wise from Tenkaichi 2, and then Raging Blast and Raging Blast 2 did about the same thing. So hopefully we get some answers to these questions that have been bugging at least me for a while. Getting all this stuff set up is a pain, but we are ready to go. Like I said, I will be blasting this screen up when we actually start the live stream. Sound off in the comment section if the audio is good. Just trying to make sure everything is right before the stream actually starts. Again, if you're a moderator that's in the channel, like, please hit me up and let me know that you're in here. But besides that, I mean, they said 164 characters, right? Which sounds like a lot, but like when they count characters, Tenkaichi tends to count forms of characters too. And as we saw with like Tenkaichi 3, they said it was like, what, like 150 characters in that game or something. So there's like 14 on top of that. I doubt everyone's making it back. I don't think we're going to be getting certain characters back, but mainly like the Dragon Ball stuff. Like, I'm not sure if we're actually gonna get like a Raleigh and like Devilman and stuff like that. I don't know. What do you think is actually gonna show up? That's like the most important part for me, is like wondering what other people are gonna say. Really nice if I can actually spell zero correctly when I do this. I did post a link in Discord, so let me know if you are in here. And what do you want to talk about before the stream starts? I'm gonna bring up the comments on a separate stream just so like I can help out if Trey, you'll get me fired. Yeah, I know you're at work, but This is going to be kind of important. So I'm super excited about this trailer. I don't know if everybody else is. Like, I really am. Like I said, there's a lot of stuff that I want to see that I'm not sure it's actually going to be in here yet. So all right, we got chat set up separate screen. We are good to go. Close for now, just so the notifications don't go off. We should be ready to go. I guess, like, what's the biggest character you guys want to see, like, show up in here? Like, if you see extra characters, or would you rather see, like, a new mode or something like that? That's, like, another big thing. It's like, do we want to see new modes? Do we see new characters? Are we sure that the characters we want are going to be in it? Because I've seen a lot of people make, like, character lists, and it's not, like, there's a lot of characters that seem like they might be missing from Tenkaichi 3 if they're adding a bunch of super characters, like they show. I'm hoping that they don't cut, like, TT characters, because I love my Super Saiyan 4s, but there are some, like, fat they can trim off that I guess they can make DLC, even though I don't want to see that either, but, you know, we'll see how that goes. Like, I don't know if King Vegeta's going to show up, or, like, hopefully, like, a pool and, like, characters like that aren't taking up character slots and are just part of the story. Like, it would be fine if we could actually play as them, but, like, taking up actual roster slots. Or as Shad said once, I think, like, all the minions should have, like, their own slot. You can just, like, slide through them, like, it would be, like, a transformation. I think that would be the best bet to actually go ahead and do. But beyond that, modes. I want to see if they show us any kind of modes. I mean, hopefully we get, like, World Tournament. That's, like, the number one thing I want to see. But I also want to see what if scenarios return. I think what if scenarios would be a great thing to return, on top of, like, what they've already built for, like, the story mode from the past couple games. But what do you guys think? What's the number one thing that you actually want to show? Trey is at work, so let's not get him fired. Trey is one of the Yoon-Fam members, as you can tell by the icon next to him, so if you want to check out what we got in store, go check that out. I kind of wanted to do this with a couple other people, but this was kind of a last minute thing because I forgot about the time zone issue, and it said like 7 p.m. But obviously that's not for my time zone, so I had to figure that out. I'm pretty sure I'm on the East Coast of the United States. I'm pretty sure everyone's like at work right now, so it's kind of hard to get people in the stream. It's usually Ragaroth is streaming this kind of stuff, but he's not even on. I would get shot in here, but like I don't know if he's got his like camera set up and stuff. I don't feel like having a single blank face there. Production value is key. I don't know. Character-wise, they're going to show us like a lot of new characters, so that's fine, especially like how big it is, but I just really want like a Super Saiyan 4 to show up in there. I mean, we had Super Saiyan 4s in like Baby and Super 17 and like Tenkaichi 1. Lurking is fine. You gotta work. Work comes first. What is up? Thank you for joining this stream again. I saw you on the last stream. It's nice to have you back. This is an example of the stream going to show. When we actually get to the real stream, I'm going to make it much larger. We're going to do it like this way, just so we can see, or you could even go this way. That way we have the full thing. And I will full screen this, so we will see the main part of the trailer. Let's see, we got 10 minutes left. 10 minutes before all this excitement begins. In the comment section, tell me who is the #1 character you want to see return. That's like what I want to see out here. I really hope movies return. I really do. Videl. I mean, there's a possibility she'll be in there. Hopefully it's like Great Saywoman too, also, not just like base Videl. Or Pigtails Videl, which is best Videl. Maybe I will send out an invite to Rich and see if he wants to join in. Like I said, he's probably busy. Give me 1 moment while I send out this invite. I don't know if Chi-Chi is going to be in from Z or from GT. She seems like a character that would be easily cut. How's everyone feeling today, by the way? Well, I don't even know if he's going to be online, so we're probably just going to... That's good, Rocky. I'm glad to hear it. I'm doing good. Super excited about this trailer. Which only roster are you talking about, Trey? Like, she was in, like, Dragon Ball. Chi-Chi was in, like, Tenkaichi 3. And then I think regular Chi-Chi was in, I believe she was in Tenkaichi 2. She might have been in Tenkaichi 1 also, but I don't remember 100% off the top of my head. I have to go pop the game in and check. I guess I'm used to doing these streams so far with like other people when I'm not doing like an actual scheduled live stream talking about a subject, like these like I guess reaction / analytical. We haven't done these in a while with like someone else. And that's what I was mainly like banking on. Let's change up this song too. I have no idea what else they're going to have in store for us. I know. What about release date? I'm really hoping that we get like a holiday 2025. For, like this holiday season. Sure, Rocky. It's probably going to be better than Kakarot. Kakarot had some gameplay issues I wasn't too fond of. And the fact there was like no multiplayer in that at all, that threw me off a little bit. I've always liked the Tenkaichi series. They've had some misses, so I think it'll probably be better. This might be like my game of the year, to be honest. Like, I've been looking forward to this game since like Tenkaichi 3 ended. Because Raging Blast and Raging Blast 2 were great games, but they didn't really like scratch that same itch that Tenkaichi did. At least for me personally. how good was Super Dragon Ball Z on PS2? I hated that game. I don't like that game at all. It's like the Budokai graphics from Dimps, but like they have like Street Fighter controls where it's pretty much like quarter circle forward constantly. I just didn't like the gameplay the way that it like came out. Plus, when I got it, it was like so wild because they like straight up lied on the cover. They were like, "This is the first time like Mecha Frieza is going to be in a game," and Mecha Frieza was definitely in the Tenkaichi games. So the game Dragon Ball Super the game came out. I know Shad still has it. I'll probably like pick it up at some point. My MacBook is like freaking out. Got about, looks like 3 minutes left. I don't know, I'm super excited. Also, I'm curious about the music, because I really liked the music from Tenkaichi 2, which they also, especially like Mindscape and stuff like that, and they used a lot of that in Raging Blast 2. But I heard there were like some like issues with it. Like I know on like the Wii release, it's got like different music. Same with like Budokai, the HD series. It had like different music from the original Budokai games due to like plagiarism or whatever. So like I don't know. Like I'm curious about what the soundtrack's going to sound like too. I don't know exactly what they're going to go for. But again, I know they're going to focus on Super because Super's like the thing right now. But I really hope that we get other stuff represented, especially like the movies in GT. That's just like the biggest thing. Like I've heard people say, "Oh, what about Dragon Ball Daima?" I don't know. They're just like kid versions of the characters anyway. Like I guess like if we do get like Dragon Ball Daima stuff, like I would imagine that would be like DLC. That's just what I would think. I'm not exactly sure they would fit that in the main roster, especially with just like 164 characters at the base, which sounds like a lot, but when like again, when you consider that Tenkaichi 3 had 150, it starts not leaving room for characters. My favorite Dragon Ball characters, Vegeta, probably. He's like probably always going to be my favorite. I don't know if I'll ever have another favorite besides him. I do like other characters, but I mean, like Vegeta, just like he's him. Like Trunks was cool when he first came out, but then like he kind of didn't do much after that. But yeah, I would definitely say Vegeta. Yeah, I mean, I love the GT. Like GT, I actually really like it a lot. So I'm hoping that we get some of the characters and stuff from that. But some of my favorite characters come from GT, like the Super Saiyan 4s and stuff like that. So especially like Baby Vegeta. Like if we don't get Baby Vegeta, I'll be a little upset. I mean, I know that like we always have the possibility of DLC, but I'd rather just have that stuff in base game, to be honest. That would be cool, because as soon as I say GT, some people will like leave the stream like, awesome. Well, it's like, whatever. I like it. You don't have to like it. It's definitely not for everybody. As soon as we get this up, we can make the window big. Especially because you'd have so much gold, like grade 8 baby, if we're having grade 8 back, which we are. So I would love to see that. And half the movie characters are giant characters. That's why I also want to see the movie characters come back really bad, because like Lord Slug would have a giant form, Garudagard would have like a giant form, and it just would be a little bit upsetting if like we're not getting any of those characters in the base roster, even though we're getting giants. Okay, here we go.
I'll show you the horrors of hell. Now perish alone with its planet!
I already have it pre-ordered. I pre-ordered it from GameStop like months ago as soon as I was able to.
皆さんこんにちは。ドラゴンボールスパーキングゼロのメインプロデューサーの古谷と申します。本日はよろしくお願いいたします。先ほど皆様に見ていただいたのは、昨年12月のゲームアワードで正式発表されたドラゴンボールスパーキングゼロの初出トレーラーでした。今年の1月、ドラゴンボールゲームズバトルアワー2024では、宿命のライバルである悟空とベジータにフォーカスしたトレーラーを公開しましたので、もし見逃された方がいましたら、ぜひともご確認いただけると幸いです。たくさんのファンの皆様からの温かい声を聞いておりましたので、改めてこの場をお借りして感謝申し上げます。
Yeah, like I said, I'm hoping that GT is a part of the base roster.
ドラゴンボールスパーキングゼロは単なる新作のゲームではなく、欧米では武道会展開地として、日本およびアジア地域ではスパーキングでおなじみのシリーズ最新作となっております。そして本日はバトルシステムに関して初公開となるゲームプレイ映像とともにそのユニークなメカニズムを明らかにしていきたいと思います。それではまず悟空とベジータによる激しいバトル映像を見ていただければと思います。どうぞ。
I will defeat you this day.
Definitely looks a lot more fluid than it ever has, that's for sure.
This one, Vegeta.
I like the new battle bar with the key stouts. That looks nice. You'll get fired to watch this. I haven't played any of the new Fatal Furies in a while.
Not just going to roll over. Let's go.
Sorry if I'm not being too entertained. I'm like watching, trying to look for stuff. All right, those people saying blue. We already knew that.
Do you want to see what I'm capable of?
Are we getting blue evolution from Vegeta? I'm not exactly sure if we're going to go that far. Like, I hope if we do get DLC stuff, it's for later on, like the Moro arc and stuff. Like I said, I hope GT and Dragon Ball and the movies are in the roster itself, but I don't know how good that's looking.
Let's go.
I think that's also regular blue. Yeah, it's not evolution. All right, what are you doing, Goku? Are you going Ultra Instinct?
Break through the limit!
Yeah, we knew beam clashes were back. It's nice to actually see the beam clashes in action. They look great. Looks like they're bringing back the mini game tabs at the bottom too. The game looks phenomenal.
Vegeta, let's go again. Is that okay with you?
いかがだったでしょうか。まず本作はやはりシリーズの正当進化作品ですので、過去シリーズのいい点はそのままに残しており、引き続きドラゴンボールらしい縦横無尽でダイナミックな 3D アクションバトルをお楽しみいただけることを念頭に開発を進めております。ラッシュ攻撃や派生コンボによる近接格闘だけでなく、ドラゴンダッシュを使った高速移動やファンの皆様なら思わず懐かしんでいただけるような伝統のカウンターシステム、そしてさらには激しい肉弾戦や非公派の打ち合いを楽しめるインパクトアクションなど、派手なバトルシステムはそのままに、バトルのやり込み要素だけではなく、見ているだけでも楽しめるよう演出面にも気を配っています。アルティメットブラストはまさにそのうちの一つで、最新のプラットフォームだからこそ実現できるド派手演出となっています。このゲームで実現させたドラゴンボールらしいダイナミックかつ激しいバトルを存分にお楽しみいただけると嬉しいです。そしてシリーズとして大事にしている要素だけでなく、せっかくのゲームプレイ説明の機会なので、今作ならではの新要素もお伝えできればと思います。まず先ほど基本的なメカニクスはシリーズからその DNA を受け継いでいる旨をお伝えしましたが、ドラゴンボールアクションの爽快感やダイナミックなバトルを表現可能にするためにはどうしたらよいか議論を重ね、いくつかの変更や新要素を加えました。今回はその中から4つほど、先ほどお見せしたバトルの映像を使用しながらお伝えできればと思います。大きな変更点としては、通常移動を高速化して前作のダッシュ相当のスピードにしつつ、これまでダッシュとして使われていたボタンで瞬間的に高速で動くことができるショートダッシュを行えるようにしました。これによってより柔軟な移動や動きながらの攻撃など複雑なアクションが実現できるようになりました。ショートダッシュで相手の攻撃をかわしたり、動きつつため攻撃や気弾攻撃につなげたり、ドラゴンダッシュにつなげて一気に大きく移動したりなど、プレイヤーのスタイルに合わせて様々なアクションができます。また、基本アクションだけでなく、戦闘中に時間で溜まるスキルストックを使ったアクションを追加しています。相手の攻撃を食らいながらも反撃するリベンジカウンターは、原作でもよく描かれている、やられながらも攻撃を繰り出すような、よりドラゴンボールらしい高速な攻防が可能になるアクションです。様々な攻撃に備えて反撃ができる当て身技の超見極めでは、一部の気候派系のスキルをも弾き飛ばすことまでできるようになっています。いずれもスキルストックが必要量ないと発動できないもので、ドラゴンボールらしいアクションを楽しみながらも、戦いの選択肢を広げて、駆け引きの面白さを深める新要素となっております。さらに、瞬時に接近して吸収できるバニシングアサルトというものを追加しています。発動には一定量の気が必要になりますが、これは遠距離攻撃をするか、接近戦に持ち込むか悩ましい中距離における新たな選択肢としてお楽しみいただけると思います。これらの新規要素により、バトルをよりドラゴンボールらしく、より戦略的にお楽しみいただけると思っています。今回のデモンストレーションで、スパーキングシリーズファンの皆さんが疑問に思っていたことに対しては、しっかりお答えできたのではと思っております。また、ドラゴンボールらしいド派手な 3D バトルゲームを求めていたシリーズ未経験者の方々にとっても、興味を持っていただくことができたのであれば幸いです。バトルシステムに加えて、もう一つ強調したいポイントを挙げさせていただくと、やはりキャラクターは見逃せないかと思います。これまでの映像では、新キャラクターや再登場キャラクターを多数紹介してきましたが、アニメドラゴンボールスーパーからもキャラクターが登場します。また、この後すぐに最新のキャラクター PV を初お披露目させていただきます。ドラゴンボールらしいダイナミックで迫力満点なバトルを皆様にお届けできるよう開発に取り組んでおりますので、今後ともぜひドラゴンボールスパーキングゼロにご期待ください。それではどうぞ。
Please show a release date at the end of this trailer. Alright, we're going with the same grid. That means that is the base roster then for sure.
Full power! You'll soon understand the difference in our power! My speed is unmatched even among the prime troops.
Yeah, we saw these in the Jump magazine that just released.
This is the true might of a Super Saiyan strength.
A mindless beast like you is nothing but prey to a warrior.
Yeah, Kakuzuno was probably the most wild one to show. Like I was like, if they're gonna put her in there, like
How many ladies are
Who's
all
taking away?
around me? I'm old, yes, but experienced. Founder of the Turtle School, creator of the sacred technique. Kamehameha!
That Mac
Well,
Bush looks a little thin, I'm
Let
not gonna lie.
playtime begin.
Whether it's this universe or
Yeah,
another,
so good.
I'm always the fastest.
Don't think I'm gonna follow your orders for the rest of my life.
Size means
Yeah, they did that
nothing
rush
when you're
behind
as
back.
quick
That's
as
definitely
you.
coming back.
Justice prevails. Evil erased. This rampaging monster must be taught a lesson.
Come on, mate, you're a genu. Get your head together. I am not going to be left in the dust. Yeah, let's do it up.
Is that team attack? Because I know in the old Tenkaichi games you could have a team. So are we getting like team attack? That would be awesome. Maybe a certain character on a team. Because they used to do it with fusions too. Like I know if you chose two of the same character, and you did like the whatever input it was with the whatever key you're supposed to have, you could also transform into whatever fusion you had. They would do the fusion.
Don't think you can enter my crosshairs and just walk away. You cannot win. Good grief. Looks like we've awakened a real bona fide monster.
All right, so they basically just showed everybody that we saw in those V jump, the speed versus power V jump leaks. Game launching. Oh no, that's Sandland. Okay, Breakers. Do we get a release date at all, or at least window? Just like a window. I'd be happy with a window. Was that it? Oh, that was it. Okay. Yeah. Like when they said 15-minute trailer, I thought they were going to go a lot more into like what was going on in the game. Yeah, that's what I said too, because we had V-Jump leaks that already came out last week that already showed all of that stuff. Like, let's see if I can... Yeah, like all that stuff we already had. Like we've... That's interesting. Let's talk about it for a minute because I'm a little upset about that. Like I'm not gonna lie. Let's put some music back on though, so we're not like bored to tears. So we got that was a disappointment. Yup. They didn't cover much. Bro, that was weak salt AF. Yeah, I agree. Like, I thought they were going to... When they said 15-minute trailer, I thought we were getting, like, oh, these are the modes that we're going to be in. Like, let's see some world tournament. Like, let's see a bunch of new characters. They literally just showed the characters that were in the V-Jump leak, which I guess the V-Jump leaked early for this trailer. But then, like, they talk about, like mechanics of the game that have been mechanics in the game for all of the games. Like, literally all of those mechanics have been in the game since Tenkaichi 2. Like, they were added from, after Tenkaichi 1, but, like, literally Tenkaichi 2 had all of those like exactly. So I don't understand what was the purpose of that. If it was just like they were forced to show us, I guess. I don't know. It was really weird, honestly. Like I think that was like odd that they were just going to show that, because we obviously knew that like Dispo, like Kakuzna is like the most surprising thing, but again, we saw her on the V-Jump leaks, but I'm just a little dumbfounded because they're going with the same exact grid style character or roster selection screen that they had before. And I didn't know if they were going to change it when we got new characters, because maybe they were going to add some new stuff. But no, it seems that it seems like that's it. I mean, I still like have a lot of hope for it. I just like, how far is this game out? Because I was talking to Shot about it yesterday, and like I was like, maybe this is gonna be holiday 2025, but showing like 4 or 5 characters at a time dripped like that over the course of months, because it's been like what, almost a year since the trailer first came out, since it first got like revealed. So is this even going to be 2025, or is it going to be late 2025? Like that's whatever makes the game good is fine. I'd much rather like the game be good than, you know, have it right away. But like 164 characters doesn't seem like a lot when you're adding characters like Kakuzna and like Dispo, who like didn't really have that much to do. I mean, it looks like I think the most important thing that we saw was like Team Ultimates or whatever, which we never really had before. We had Team Fusions and stuff, but like not Team Ultimates. So that's kind of interesting. But that's like the only thing from that whole trailer that I gleaned that was actually new information. Like nothing else was new. Yeah, I mean, they were just talking about the movement. Again, like the only thing that could be saying is if like they actually ramp up the trailers, like if they start giving us more trailers with like, let's say the next one covers like new supers, or the next one covers like modes. Are we getting Z items back? Are we getting like the item fusion system back? Like there's a lot of stuff that like they haven't even hinted at yet that I'm kind of shocked and surprised they haven't. Again, I'm not like completely disappointed. I don't want to seem like I'm being like overly harsh about it. It's just like when they were hyping this up to be like a 15-minute gameplay trailer, I was expecting a lot more than just like the regular Goku versus Vegeta trailer, and then using that as a siphoning point to show off basic movement in the game, which we already knew we had before. Well, they showed Jiren in the first trailer. That's why. Jiren was in the first trailer with like Bergamo and like stuff like that. So Topo is technically new that they're showing, which I don't think so, because I think Topo was in the first. I think Topo was in the first trailer too, if I'm not mistaken. I'd have to go back and rewatch it, but it's a little weird that they are showing like so much of the Pride Troopers and not like stuff other people like want to see. Like, they didn't even show Ultra Instinct or Mastered Ultra Instinct. That's, like, crazy to me. Yeah, I've been saying this, Michael. The only reason that I'm doubting that is because, like, we only have 164 character slots. They're adding people like Bergamo, Dispo, and Kakuzna. And, like, who are they going to take out? Because, like, I'm really thinking that if they give us 164 characters, which remember, Tenkaichi 3 had 150 characters. So if they do use that instead of, if they use more super stuff instead of that, we're probably gonna have the movies and GT as like DLC. Like, yeah, I don't know. I doubt that they're like not made yet. It's probably just like marketing production. They like drip feed us, and a lot of games still are in production when they're in their marketing phase, obviously. But they're like working off the back of like a pre-existing system. So I don't know like what more they would. I don't know how big their team is that they're working with Spike, because Spike is working on like so many different projects. So Spike Chunsoft could be splintered. But I would imagine this would be a game that's like so big, they're going so hard in the marketing that like they really would. Yeah, I mean, I don't care that Dispo is like in the top. He still hardly did anything in Super. Like, I can see Jiren and Topo because they had major fights, but Dispo didn't have a major fight. No, there could be still what if sagas, but like they would use like characters automatically in there. I don't know if OG Broly automatically gets a spot, but we have Dragon Ball Super Broly like literally in both trailers, like prominently featured. I've seen nobody else from movies beyond like, you know, Broly. So I don't think OG Broly automatically gets a spot. Like they're like the movies all may be relegated to DLC character passes. I think that this is going to cover Dragon Ball Z and Dragon Ball Super, and Dragon Ball GT, and the movies are all going to be relegated to DLC packs. That's like what it's looking like for me right now. That's what I'm thinking they're going to do. Just because of the amount of characters that we have to work with, 164 characters for the base roster, like I really think they're gonna do that. And like technically, they call it a direct sequel, but it's like, is it really though? Because they're taking out so many characters. Well, I mean, presumably taking out so many characters to make room for super characters that we didn't have before. I don't know. They should just look at something like the fan-made mod of like Tenkaichi 3 with like Tenkaichi 4 and like see how they can do that, because not having movie characters or GT or Dragon Ball would hurt. Yeah, they could do a villain trailer, but I mean, like, it depends on what the story is going to cover in the game. If they're like only covering, here's the thing: I've seen people do character breakdowns and like legitimately put all the characters and fill that 164. And there wasn't a lot of room left over, especially if they try to pull some BS and put like Dragon Ball Daima characters in there as a cross-promotional tool. I hope that they don't. Like, I would want that rather to be DLC than like something like GT, but I don't know. We're not the creators of the game, so I guess I am like a little bit disappointed. I did want there to be more. I'll probably make a whole video on this week, just like breaking down my thoughts. Right now, I'm kind of just like flustered with put on the spot with I didn't think it was going to be that simplistic. But anyway, it is what it is. New Dragon Ball is always good. At least we're seeing new stuff. Hopefully, they start showing some content that we want to see. But beyond that, guys, I think I'm going to end the stream here. I don't want to keep blabbering on with nobody else here in the chat. With me on the video. So thank you for joining me, and hopefully please leave a like to the video. It will help the stream out a lot, and I will probably be making a video on this week. Maybe in short form, because I already have like shorts made for the whole week, and I already have next week's video almost done. So yeah, I will catch you guys later.